Good evening is the frequency in use. There we go. Good evening is the frequency in use. Thought not. This is K4PW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think so. If there is, call 911 or call us and we'll break right in to help you out in any way that we're able. Net may be broken at any time for emergency traffic. For information on this net, see our Yahoo site. Just look up my call, K4PEW, in the search block in YouTube. Go to YouTube, look in the search block, and type in the word K4PEW. For those that are phonetically aligned, it's Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Excuse me. The net, and also you can see us on our website. It's K146415.net, 146415.net. Or you can look on our groups.io page, which gives our schedule of events. It also gives you an opportunity to put your name in our email reminder list, where there's another 160 something, 166 or 67 people there. You can also, where else? I forgot. You can also email me at k4pew@arrl.net. That groups.io site, by the way, that's what I wanted to add in there, was the GROU. It's groups, groups.io/g/MJSS, Mike Juliet Sierra Sierra, MJ Sierra Sierra. If you can't do that, just type in the groups.io. It should come right up, and then you can just do a search for us under MJSS. Net normally meets at 8 p.m. on Wednesday and Saturday nights. It is, of course, this is what today is today. Today's Saturday night. That's why we're here. Purpose of the end, we're conducting that on 146415.net. I'm getting out ahead of myself as always, or behind myself. The purpose of the net is to have fun, figure out who we can hear, and coordinate that with the hearing of. You can hear that I'm not talking to nobody. Sometimes I am. But the fact is that you can hear it on YouTube who I can hear and who you can't, because I hear everybody. Well, almost everybody. I don't know why somebody was breaking in there, but we invite everyone to use the net for amateur radio events and activities that are relating to ham radio. And the two big ones I have are July 31st. We've got a ham fest in Wilson County at the fairgrounds, put on by the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club. That's July 31st. And then August 21st is the ham fest in Huntsville. And everybody knows where that is. So if you want to look on their website, it's easy to find. Let's see, any other announcements or corrections to announcements? All righty. I think that's all I have for that on announcements. There's a friend of ours up in New York. She's in Shirley, a town called Shirley, New York. And just want to say a shout out to her. It's and her and her husband are there in Shirley, New York. I'll get that straight in a second. I think it's Shirley. Shirley, you jest. Anyway, her name is Carol. And I'm just saying a shout out to her. This net is brought to you by Carol in Shirley, New York. Don't want to give her last name. You might want to look her up. All righty. This is net number 683. And we're starting from the west. We're going to take in people short on time first. And then first-time check-ins, if there are any. We need to move fairly quickly tonight. We've got three nets: the 2-meter on 146.415, the 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240, and then the 6-meter on 50.135. So let's go with the short on time first from the west. Well, from anywhere really. Short on time, please come first. All righty. We don't have anybody short on time. Am I on the wrong frequency?
W4EBS.
Watching a good movie, are you, Eddie?
How'd you know?
Well, that's what everybody's pastime is these last 14 months.
Yeah, you got that right. Trying to find one you hadn't watched at least twice.
I'm starting to watch foreign language films.
Yeah, I don't remember some of them until I get 3/4 the way through. And then it goes to, we've seen this before.
Yeah, I know. I've been through that. You know, one time back in the good old days of rentals, I rented the same movie 3 times and didn't realize I'd watched it the first time, and I took it back, and I didn't watch it the second time. And then I didn't watch it the third time either.
We've done that too. I think after the third time, you think, this is getting stupid. And you stop it.
It just means we're slow learners.
Yeah, we're getting real old.
All right, Eddie. Hey, by the way, everybody who's on or not on YouTube, tonight it's all out of focus. I couldn't get it straight on my camera arrangement, and I've got a big mess in the background here. So you're going to get a fuzzy picture of me along with the radio, how I used to do it, on the video. So you're going to see. I just couldn't get it focused properly, and I didn't have enough time to figure out further. So maybe just give it a try. Hold on one second. Well, that's pretty good. I've got I'm in focus, but the camera, but the what do you call it? The radio is not quite in focus, but at least you can see. Maybe I can do a compromise. Yep, that's as good as it's going to get right there. As you can see me, that's all that's important. I was kind of doing that for Carol's sake, since she had never done that before on YouTube or seen anything on YouTube. I don't think she's ever even hooked up to YouTube. Anyway, who else is early check-in? Needs to check in, checking in and go. Yeah, I just want to reiterate again. I think Carol just got on there, so it's a hello to Carol and her husband. They're in Shirley, New York. That's Shirley, Carol and Michael. Anyway, that's who is brought to you by tonight. That's our sponsor up in Long Island. And they say up there it's a Long Island. Anybody else that needs to check in and out real early? Any first-time check-ins? Any last-time check-ins? All righty. For those of you watching, you can if you haven't met me before, now you can see me kind of somehow here. The microphone's kind of in the way, but hold on one second. There, you can almost get a better view of me. I had to move this big RCA mic around. All right, anyway, we'll start taking check-ins from the West, please. Please come now.
Mike in Belshire.
All right, we had a couple of people in there. I had Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. That would be Jeff in Madison. Doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Paul, everyone else on that can hear me. Yeah, I'm doing fine, just unwinding and sitting around, just taking it easy.
Well, it's nice, cool weather to do that in. I appreciate you being there, Jeff. That's Jeff, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. He is in Madison. I heard Michael in there. How you doing?
Pretty good for an old guy, Paul. I'm feeling better.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. In spite of that, you got over to see your daughter, I hope.
I sure did.
How's she doing?
Physically, she's making some improvements, but she's still struggling with the mental part.
Well, I just think that's going to take weeks or months.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a year.
Yeah, I don't make any predictions. I think just the mental stimulation and keeping the family around is going to help out a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a big key.
Well, very good. Anybody who's so inclined, please pray for his adult daughter, Emily, who is recovering from a serious car accident and had some, I think you call it, I forget what it's called, brain trauma. I guess that's the only word that comes to mind there, because I've had brain trauma. And Dane Bramage to top it off. That was Michael. Anyway, if you're inclined to do some praying for Emily and her family. That's Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is West?
And ANUT, 4 TV.
Hold on. Hey, Carl, I messed up so good today. When you called that the net was starting, I was on 146 on this frequency. And then I switched over to DMR. And I said, man, he never started the net. What did he have? Power fit? Then I realized after it was over that it was on the wrong frequency.
Oh, no.
I wasn't thinking too clearly. Yeah, it was it was funny when I realized. I go, wait a minute, he doesn't do it on this frequency.
Oh, well, you tried.
Yeah, I was there in spirit. I was just, man, this is the worst net I've ever been on.
All right. Well, good deal. I'll let you get on with it. You have a great night. NADNUT.
Did you have many check-ins? I wanted to ask that.
No, I think with the weather getting better and all, it's check-ins are going down. There's a lot better stuff to be doing.
Oh yeah, and it's light later in the evening too, so people are still out messing around. By the way, I was just reading today on where was it? Gigaparts. If you put DMR in it, it has a little summary there that talks about DMR and how it works, etc. But it also says that DMR looks like it's going to overtake both D-Star and Yaesu Fusion.
Yeah, they say it. They've been saying for a while now it's the fastest growing digital node, and I kind of believe it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't have. Well, I do have a DMR, but it's a little 5 watt. It's not worth it. Not worth a darn on your net.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing is they need to catch up technology-wise. There's not a lot of good mobile rigs out there that's affordable.
Yeah, I'm with you. I saw a few. I was just looking at them today, and the dual band with the crossband repeat is right around $400.
Yeah, my cousin's got a Motorola, but it's high dollar.
If it's got the Motorola name on it, I can't afford it.
That's right.
All right, Kyle. Appreciate you being there. Kyle runs the digital net at 7:30 on Saturdays, which I'll have to remind it myself on. And it's on 146.460. 146.46. Not hard to remember that. And he does both D-Star, DMR, and Yaesu's C4 FM or Fusion, whichever way you want to call it. Make sure to check out on that. I hope the net picks up speed as we move along here, which I think it will. Just like this one, but it took a while, a long, 3 or 4 or 5 years for it to catch up. Now it's caught up and then some. Anyway, who else is Wes? Please come on.
KG4 CXE, Chris and Dalton.
All right, Chris. Everything all right at your end? You working any harder?
Trying to hardly work. I took off Monday, but I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Retirement is good. I know you're a ways off from retirement, like maybe like 25 years, but retirement is good.
Thanks for reminding me.
Well, I didn't give it much thought when I was your age, really. It wasn't like, I knew it was a ways off, but as I got closer, I went, it's closer than I expected. And I can remember now that when my dad retired, and the last time I saw him, well, when he was upright, he had a stroke at 77. And I remember sitting there telling him, I said, can you believe it's been 16 years since you retired? Because he was 77 at the time. And he goes, yeah, the time flies really, really fast. And here I am, 72. So I'm thinking, I don't want the time to go that fast.
Yeah, make it slow down, right?
Yeah, if I could. But no, as long as we're having a good time and treating each other with the respect, I'm good. Anyway, appreciate you being there, Chris. Chris is in Donaldson. He's got his all indoor antenna. Well, actually, it's three antennas, but one of them's a joint. Is that thing still? It's just still one in that 6 meter, 10 meter.
Yeah, it's a full wave loop at 6, but it tunes up, I think, at around 5/8 or something squirrely on 10, so it works out.
Cool. I think you sent out the design to the group, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I found it online, and after I kind of figured out some stuff, I threw it out there on the groups.io.
Yeah, very good. And again, Chris, KG4CXE in Donaldson. Who else was West?
KG4 LV, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. Everything well?
Had a great day out of my brother's with his family. Celebrated a couple of birthdays and Easter. It was a wonderful day outside.
Wow, how many brothers do you have?
Oh, I just have one brother.
Okay, well, that's enough.
Yeah, he's in Ashland City across the river from Rick.
Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, I wish. Is he older or younger than you?
He's 3 years younger.
That's cool. That's close. See, my brother's 17 years younger, and he has no remembrance of. I don't think hardly of me at all because I left home when he was 2.
Well, we're both retired, and I want to second what you said about retirement. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. most of my agenda, I don't even have to buy a diary, agenda book, because every day is pretty much, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I hear you. So I just want to tell Chris, hang in there.
Oh yeah, no, working's good. Don't get me wrong. Working is good, and it's fun, and it's productive, and you're contributing to society and to my Social Security account.
Yeah, I do miss a paycheck, but it's all good.
I don't miss the problems though.
Exactly.
Very good. That was Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He is also in Dallas. Who else is west?
KD4 CVE, Greg and Antioch.
Hey, Greg. Doing well?
Oh, yeah. I've added an extra 10 feet here on the antenna to make a difference.
Oh, I think it is. You're like 30 over to me right now.
Yeah, you're 30 over, and you were usually about 15 on a good day, so it's made a difference. Just 10 feet.
Oh, because you just raised it 10 feet. That's amazing what height will do, isn't it?
Makes me want to put another 10 feet. I may do it.
Well, Richard up in West 11, he did that, and he was fortunate enough that the owner of the property, because he's a rental, an apartment complex, he put one up, and he was up at, I forget what he started with, 30, and he said, well, I'm going to 40. Then when he got 40, he goes, I'm going to 50.
I'm at 40 and I'm thinking of 50.
All right, very good. I'm looking forward to it. Well, you'll know today how well, or do you already figured out it works good at that height you're at now? I mean, with other stations.
I'm going to put some new coax on there with no barrels.
Yeah, the barrels, I don't understand it, why a barrel will be, but it had a huge impact on mine if I didn't hook it up with one solid wire up to the antenna.
And also, we just signed another year lease on our rental property, so I feel comfortable enough to put up something else. So I've got a Tram 1498 for 10 meters that I'm going to put up.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've not used that one. Is that working out well? Oh, you don't have it up yet, do you?
I haven't, but it's not up yet. They describe it as a quarter wave over, well, no, half wave over a quarter wave is how they describe it. And it's got a decent enough rating, so I'll try it.
Cool. Well, with the bands coming back supposedly over the next couple of years, 10 meters should be fun.
Yeah, I remember way back when I got in it in the early 90s, it was pretty open.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me, but I got into it in around 2005, and I was hanging up a silly an end-fed ZEP up in a tree, homemade, and I was talking all over the place.
Yeah, I had something similar like that, homemade one.
Yeah, very good, Greg. That was Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, good signal. You're doing great. Who else is west? West. Down to south.
Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar.
You're not going to charge me the mileage for making that half a trip to the breakfast that didn't happen this morning, were you?
Well, after I realized what I did, I just turned around, came home, had a nice conversation with myself all the way home.
Telling you to mark the calendar properly?
I'd with me, want to know if you and Jim bought them Airstream trailers up there in Woodbury.
Oh my gosh. It's hard to believe that. No, I do. I believe people can afford them. It's just amazing that if you're that wealthy, why you wouldn't just stay in the Ritz-Carlton?
I know it. That was kind of embarrassing, but that happens. When you get old, you can expect things like that. I can't remember what it's 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, like I told you this morning.
Well, it's I don't think either of us are super that old, but the fact is, when I say this is what day today is at the front end of the net, I have to remember whether it's Wednesday or Saturday, and I have to think about it for a second.
Well, I got a few years on you, so you'll find out a few more years on down the road.
Oh, I think you're doing pretty good, though. That was Donnie, I don't want him to deny that he's doing pretty good. So I broke in there. That was Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar in Hermitage, about 6 miles south of me. Who else is south?
Kilo, November 4. WZR, Mark, Nashville.
Hold on. I think I heard Terry. Was that you, Terry, or was a double in there with Mark?
Yeah, that was me. That was me, Paul. I must have dealt with somebody.
It's Kilo November 4. I forgot the rest of your call.
Mike, Papa, Victor.
Ah, there you go. See, if you check in every week, I'd remember.
Yeah, I know. I missed a few. I've been doing some sleeping and a bunch of other stuff going on too. But yeah, I couldn't
couldn't hang out with you some of those nights, but yeah, but at least I got in tonight. But I was going to ask you, it may be on my end, Paul, but are you on full power tonight?
I think so. Not sure. Believe I am. Yeah, I haven't changed anything on the power. It might be just conditions are goofy.
Yeah, they must be. You're usually way higher on my signal, and maybe something going on my end, though. So anyway, don't worry about it. As long as you're up to par, that's the main thing, and carry on there, man. Sorry I missed several of them. AN4 MPV.
No apologies necessary. If you can't make it, you can't make it, and your life and your family come before me. That's in the net, AM radio, and everything. So hold on, let's go on, get.
Yeah, no problem, man. And same here. 73 there, Battle Net. Have a good weekend. Good to hear about AN4 MPV.
Yeah, very good. That was Terry. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. Sometimes I need a prompt. Somebody's got to push me into remembering all the calls. Anyway, we got Mark in there. That was Mark, by the way, and he's in Murfreesboro. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. We had Mark, Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo.
Indeed. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was chasing my tail this evening, trying to get reset up with this little mirror assembly I have going here. You can see the mess. If anybody's looking, boy, you got a lot of people watching tonight. 12. And see the mess. Ignore all that mess in the background. It's a prop. It's not a mess. It's just I have this picture in the background that makes it look like a mess.
You sounded like the Wizard of Oz. Ignore that in the background.
Yeah, ignore that man behind the curtain.
That be you.
Yeah, that's right. No, I was doing this for that friend of ours up in New York. She had never seen me on this net. I'm not sure she will ever again, but that's all right. I'm used to making a spectacle and an embarrassment of myself, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, that's what I tell people when I volunteer at the Nashville Talking Library reading the paper. They check in and listen to me for maybe 30 seconds and say, that's enough.
Yeah, very good. And that's for I take it that's for the blind?
Supposedly.
Okay, or for those that are sight impaired, in other words.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to listen unless you are, but I think some people do. Tennesseans afraid of losing readers, but I don't know how anybody can listen to us and put up with it.
I think I told you about the readers down there in the cigar industry, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Lectors.
Yeah, it was an interesting part of little tiny chunky history that blows you away, that they actually the employees hired their own lector to read them news of the day and novels and stories.
Yeah, and here I find myself checking out books from the library, audiobooks, just to listen to. I absolutely love that.
The only problem I have with that is I can read faster than I can listen.
Yeah, but I can walk and listen. You know, I read other books simultaneously, but if I'm out walking or driving from here, like next week, I'll drive down to see my daughter in Georgia. I can listen to a book on the way. I love that.
Oh yeah. Real quick, I did that. I was taking a drive up to New York, and so I rented. I went to the library and I got it. It was a DVD set or a CD set for a book I was interested in. I don't remember, it was 2 or 3 CDs, but one of the CDs was bad, and so I missed a couple of chapters.
I tell you, if you want to start, I would suggest the first book of Harry Potter. It'll suck you in quicker than anything. It is a great book to listen to.
Interesting. Was it narrated by Englishman, is it?
Jim Dale. He was in a few Walt Disney movies, but he had to do 134 voices, and each one was distinguishable from another. Just fabulous reading. Man,
how could he be that good?
He's paid big bucks. He's dead now, but I'm sure he had a good estate.
Man, I don't know how somebody could do that many voices. All right, well, very good. That's Mark, and he's in Nashville. Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. Who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry, everything well?
Doing good, man, but I have to tell Carl over in Franklin I've messed up 2 weeks in a row.
He'll notice you by your absence, I think, right?
Well, the first week I had a bad cable. This time, Big Dummy hooked up a good cable to the wrong antenna.
Oh, I've been there and done that.
Okay, man, get get on with it, KE4 SYB.
Very good. It was Larry, Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor, and up until this last 2 weeks, he's never made a mistake in ham radio. Who else is south?
K4 IDC.
Hey, Robin, glad you could make it.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Refresh my memory on your. Do you have all 3 of your new towers up and running?
No, I have 2 towers in the air currently, and hoping to resume construction on the 3rd one sometime this year.
Cool. Sounds good. And you're working on which antenna at the house now for 2 meters?
That was a egg beater by K5OE, specifically designed with satellite operation in mind. It and the 70-centimeter complement to it are what I'm working on now.
Oh, you are using that egg beater. How far you have? I was going to put a picture of that design up there on the to the group. How far up do you have it in the air?
I don't have it up yet. I just got, well, what you saw the other day was as far as I've gotten with it. It's getting the elements the right length, get them tuned to something close to resonance.
But that's what you're talking on now?
No, no.
Oh, okay. You're going to say, because you're like almost full scale. I'm thinking, man, if that egg beater's sitting up at 6 feet, it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, we need to put it in a sleeveless white undershirt.
Man. All right, very good. It was funny to me that you were critiquing the other one that that the J-pole you originally had, the Ed Fong, and you were using it and it was fine until some Simplex hit you in the head, and now it's a it's a dummy load.
Pretty much. Yeah, I know I wanted to talk to anybody other than you. It was great.
Or Donnie. You could talk to Donnie, fine.
Yeah, Donnie.
No, again, a J-pole is good what it's good for. It's not as if it's crap. It's just good for close in simplex and repeaters. That's about it.
I think you're right.
No, it just doesn't have the gain unless you got it up flying from an airplane or something.
If I could afford an airplane, I could afford a good antenna.
Yeah, that's right. That was Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. He's also in Hermitage, not too far from Donnie, east of Percy Priest Lake. Anybody else south?
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Rick.
Hey, Rick, you sound pretty good. A little hash in there, but a good solid audio.
Oh, thank you. Good deal, man. I almost missed it. I was nodding off there. KE4 NTL for Larry.
Hold on, Larry. You were doubling in there a little bit, but I'll get right back to you. Yeah, Rick, you're doing fine. You're going to get on the 6 meter, or can you get on 6 meter?
I do not. I can't do that one, but I'll try to catch the 10 meter next time.
All right, very good. That's Rick in Ashland City with a decent signal coming a fire distance. Which antenna are you on tonight?
I'm on the 700.
Okay, very good. No, sounds good. Well, like I said, a little hash in there, but good audio. That was Rick in Ashland City, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Larry, good long time no here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, Paul. Doing great. How you doing?
We're doing pretty good. Doing our twice weekly nets.
Yeah, it's good to be in here tonight. I've been a mission. I've been forgetting it about every week, but I thought about it now. I thought I'm going to get in here and check in on it. No,
that's great. Is everything going well with you?
Yeah, everything's going good, buddy. Everything's going good. So I'll turn it back over to you. KG4 NTL. Back to Ned.
Very good. That's Larry. Larry, you're in Murfreesboro, right?
Yes, I'm in Murfreesboro.
Oh, just double checking because that's what my memory said. That's Kilo Golf 4, November Tango Lima, Larry in Murfreesboro. If I could get this get my microphone all settled properly. Who else is south? Anybody else south? Or to the east?
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. James in Mount Juliet.
Hey, James. How well do you hear people on a night like tonight?
Did you say how well?
Yeah, I just wondered how well you're hearing the majority of the people tonight from your less than a great location.
Not a whole lot. Maybe 50% of them.
Well, okay, very good. Well, I'm glad you're able to check in, and I'm glad that you have what you have. The only other way would be to put up an antenna outside every time you want to get on a net. I don't think you want to do that, though.
Put
Yeah, you could. I don't know anybody who's ever done that. I wanted to do it one time and set it aside. Anyway, just hope you and your family doing well.
Yeah, we're doing good, thank you.
Yeah, very good. That's James here in Mount Juliet, Whiskey Alpha 4, Zulu Hotel, India. Due to restrictions, he uses an indoor antenna. So works good though for generally. It sounds pretty good to many locations, not everywhere. Like he says, he hears about 50% of the people. Who else is the East?
Yeah, for SIB.
I had two in there, but I heard Richard was the one I heard. How you doing, Richard?
Doing fine. How about yourself? Me and the wife have been chilling all day. Just ain't accomplished a great deal. I did take some trash off. Other than that, we just hanging out.
Yeah, my day wasn't that accomplished, but doesn't matter.
Well, I slept a lot today for some reason. I just kind of slept tired. But anyway, we're going to carry on. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yep. No, you sound good. Hope you and Stephanie doing all right. That was Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo, and Kilo India 4, Sierra Oscar Romeo, just west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is south or east?
TE4TWI.
Are you home tonight, Wes?
I am. Signals are a little down. I can always hear James, though. It's not strong. But yeah, signals are down out here in the east.
I don't know. You're good to me. You're better than normal. With about 5 over 5, between 5 and 6, not 5, between S5 and S6.
Okay, you're going between S4 and S5. Got the garden tilled up today, although I spent more time wrestling with the tractor and the implements. But that took longer than the actual tilling, but made progress. KE4TWI.
You didn't? Did you grow as much? I mean, did you till as much as you had last year?
Yeah, it's a big garden, so getting ready.
What are you going to grow this year? But not pumpkins, I hope.
Less, more tomatoes, less pumpkins. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me. See, I wanted to be a true Southerner when I went to Florida, and I grew okra.
Tried it once. Let them go too long. They got too hard. And they were chicken food. All right, continue on. Everything's good out here. KE4TWI.
Yeah, that's what chickens are good for, eating the stuff you won't. Very good. That was Wes. He's in near Watertown. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is south or east?
Kilo 4 Whiskey.
Hey, how you doing, Bill? You doing all right?
Doing terrific. Doing good. How about you?
Oh, I can't say I've ever been better. Aside from the arthritis, everything else is good.
That's right. Yeah, that just happens, you know. We just deal with it.
Yeah, well, I don't get a choice, do I?
True.
No, it's funny. It's funny about what I have with arthritis. It doesn't really bother me at all during the day. It's when I lay down at night and the weight is on the hips in a certain way or the legs, and it'll wake me up every hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have. Even the doctor says surprised that I don't have arthritis because I've had psoriasis, and psoriasis is usually that leads into that psoriatic. I guess it is arthritis.
Oh, I didn't know that. So those are kind of connected in some small way.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, just a little bit. I just have a little bit on my right knee and a little bit on my left elbow. That's all I have. That's all I've ever had. So I guess I consider myself lucky that a doctor looks. And I'm surprised you don't have problems with those knees.
Huh. That's interesting. I did not know that. I guess arthritis and that are, what do they call those? Autoimmune issues?
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, that's okay. You've exhausted my medical knowledge. You know that.
There's always tomorrow.
All right, very good. That's Bill. He's in Possum Town. That's where he is, right? Possum Town?
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, I get him confused because I got somebody else in Possum Trot. I got to keep him straight in my head. Anyway, that's Bill in Possum Town. Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. And by the way, excellent signal as always. Who else is east?
KE4HQE.
Hello, Stan.
Hey, how you doing, Paul?
I'm doing well. When did you say your medical stuff was scheduled?
Still waiting on here back from the insurance on getting surgery approved.
Well, keep us posted. Where are you going to have that done?
It'll be at some.
All right. And how long will you have to be in for that?
Back to
saying that's the thing overnight.
Oh, it's just an overnight stay, really?
That's what he said. Hopefully it'll work out okay.
See, we moved from having several days in the hospital to a couple days in the hospital to overnight in the hospital. Pretty soon, and then they do outpatient. Pretty soon, everything they're going to come to your house and do it out in the garage.
Yeah, I believe it. He said it. I had surgery there though, back in 2009. And he's gonna cut it the same spot that it was cut back then, and he's also gonna cut another spot about like 2 or 3 inches long to the left of it. He's gonna work on it there again.
Anytime I think about cutting, it doesn't sound like a good thing. I've had it done. I just don't like it.
I don't really either.
Well, very good. That's Stan in Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. Looking forward to some medical procedures that don't sound like fun. Who else is east?
M4JAV.
Hold on. I had Alan first in Lebanon. What? No update on the antenna?
No, but I need to hurry up and get that thing put up. I'm getting stomped on all over the place.
Well, you actually sound good here, but when you get that new one up, you're going to hear a lot better. That's for darn sure.
You're about 50 over tonight, which is a little higher than usual.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure why though. I can never, it's like one big mystery, why signals get better or worse on any given day in any given direction.
Yeah, I heard Wes tonight a little better than usual, and he said everybody was down to him, so it's just magic, man.
Oh, it is magic. Yeah, that's kind of the interesting part about it. And you're right. I heard Wes way better than average for where he's located, and that's why when he said that things were down to him, it seems odd because usually that what they say is the law of reciprocity, that you should be able to hear as well as be heard, for any given person, and it's just not always true.
Well, that's new one to me. I'll have to look that one up. I'll let you have it back. N4JAV.
Yeah, look up reciprocity in ham radio, and it'll come up with a description that's probably contrary to mine, but no, that's what it is, really, reciprocity. Because they also use that term in photography too.
Yeah, and well, okay, I won't go there. N4JAV.
Okay, very good. That's Alan in Lebanon, November 4, Juliet, Alpha, Victor. Who else is east?
KE4 easy.
I heard another station in there. Hold on one second. I heard Earl, and there was another station that was a little. I'm wondering if that's way up in the northern sector there. Earl, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, Paul. Just they're going still doing it that there out with the old and in with the new out the yard. So anyway, hunky dory peachy creamy out here in Nori and carry on KE4 easy.
Very good. That was Earl in Noreen, east of the Cedars of Lebanon. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Good signal, by the way. Who else is east? Is there another station east or anywhere?
Paul, KC2 LFC has been trying to check in.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I heard him, and I presumed that's who it was, but I wasn't sure it was him.
Rich, go ahead and try to talk to Paul. This is K4AC.
Yeah, I got you. Sometimes it's a real good signal, and sometimes, it's readable, and sometimes it's not due to the hash. But I'm glad you're getting in there, Rich. Yeah, very good. Really, what did he just say there? Please, did anybody give me that relay?
Paul, he was just saying that he appreciated you checking him in. His name is Rich. He's in Hartsville. His call sign is KC2 LFC.
Yep, got all that. Yep. Yeah, he makes a good attempt. I'm not sure. I'd love to get a better signal from him, but that would mean maybe better elevation and a beam or something, because I can hear him most of the time.
He's off in one of them hollers and Sprout from him.
Well, then he's doing pretty good for being in one of those hollers. Well, very good, Rich. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango. He is in Hartsville. And some of you may be able to hear him better than me. You're next. That's Zachary, right?
Yeah, that's me, but I didn't know who you were saying that you're next to. I haven't officially checked in, but I do appreciate it, sir. First time I've checked in a couple of weeks. Glad to hear everybody. That's about it. Life's going well on this end, and I hope everybody else is just pay for it.
Yeah, very good. Zachary, give me your call sign one more time because I wrote it down wrong.
Call sign Kilo 4 Alpha Kilo Kilo.
Yeah, I should remember that. Well, you don't have to really. I know that, you probably heard me say that before, but no one really has to apologize for not being here. I mean, if you can, you can. And if things come up with family, friends, and your job, they're much more important than me and the net.
Well, I agree. I agree. I do hate miss talking to everybody. I don't mean it apology like. Well, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I would say that if you're saying you're sorry you missed the net because you missed an opportunity to figure out what was going on and talk to certain people. I know what you're saying. You're not really apologizing to me, and I hope you don't have to, because it's definitely not necessary.
I think you know what I mean.
I do now. Yeah. Well, I say, yeah, I think that's you just hit the nail on the head better than I would have. I've told people, don't apologize. You don't have to apologize. And actually, I think they might be saying they're just sorry they missed the net. That's all. All right, very good. That's Zachary, and he is in the northern sector in Lafayette. Who else is east or anywhere? Please come down.
KL4GTC.
Hey, how are you doing, Johnny? There was another double in there. Hold on, John.
Evening, I'm starving to death.
I'm sorry, Donnie. I doubled. Johnny, I doubled with you. What was the name? What were you saying?
I didn't hear nothing you said, and that's because I got the volume turned down.
Oh, very good. Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Are you doing much on HF? Are you doing much on HF? Because I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, I'm doing a bunch on HF, UHF, UHF, and all that. Yeah. Just not getting around a lot. I'm kind of staying back and forth and all that other stuff, but yeah.
All right, very good. How's your TAC dog doing?
Doing good. I finally got my HFHW 7510 wire assembly in, so I got the wire replaced up there, and I've officially got it put up there this evening, actually, about maybe a half hour ago. So me and Dan was doing some testing there. So anyway, yeah.
That's a half-wave center fed, was it?
You'll have to look it up. I couldn't tell you.
All right, very good. That was Johnny. He is in northeast Nashville on the west side of the Cumberland across from Opryland. Who else is there? Was somebody else in there?
Yeah, W84JJY.
Hey, how you doing, Eddie?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I started today with 10 projects. Now I got 15.
Don't get me started on that. I just make more messes for myself to clean up.
Yeah, it looked like the field team went through here.
Yeah, I know. It looks like somebody uses my desk for a disposal site.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
All right, very good, Eddie. Everything going well?
Oh, as good as it can go, I guess.
All right, as long as we're getting up in the morning and feeling pretty decent and walking around, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Yeah, you can go over to the Crystal and have breakfast. So, a bunch of guys over there meet, during the week and discuss everything.
Oh, y'all solve all the world's problems.
Well, I'm not sure about solving them. We got a problem up anyway.
Yeah, very good. That was Eddie. He's in Antioch. Whiskey Alpha 4 JJY, as he says, Japanese junkyard. Who else is anywhere, any place?
Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee Bill Murfreesboro.
Hello, Bill. How are you copying me tonight? Because you're a little fuzzier than normal.
Everybody that I listened to tonight got some static in them.
Ah, well, that answers the question that that what's his name had, that Terry had, because he said that my signal was lower than normal, and your signal is lower than normal, and his signal was lower than normal. So Murfreesboro is in a fog tonight.
See.
Well, very good. Good to have you in there, Bill. That was Bill in Murfreesboro. No, Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. Yeah, your audio is still good. It's just that you know, it's noticeably different than how it normally when good conditions. Anyway, who else is south or anywhere?
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo.
All right, I had a double in there, but I did catch Roy. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. That is correct. I do have it right, don't I, Roy?
You got it, Paul. I'm up in Madison.
Yeah, no, I just realized that your call could imply it's for kooky.
All right, let me think about that for a minute.
Well, it's 4 in the middle of a Kooke. Or just for kook.
True enough. And I am talking to you on my Anytone. So 7 watts from Madison on my X300 antenna.
Oh, very good. Now that's on the HT, right?
Yeah, that's right. I just got it back today.
Excellent, excellent. That sounds good. No, it sounds like you're doing a great job on that Anytone.
Good deal. That's what we like here. And I can hear most of the people tonight. Of course, there's some I can't, but it seems to be picking up pretty good.
Very good. Yeah. Again, it's that there's a cutoff point in trying to figure out how many people you want to hear, because while it's kind of important that I hear everybody. I can't imagine anybody else who's at this point only has a handheld wants to hear. You'd have to put up in your case, you know, you want to put up you want to spend $400 or $500 on an antenna just so you can hear 4 or 5 more people.
Yeah, probably not, but yeah, probably not. We're going to see how this works for a while. I also have the mobile, the 578. I just don't have it quite up yet running. So that's for the next one.
Very good. That's Roy in Madison, K04OKE. Anybody else, anyplace, anywhere? I think, give me that call again. It was Echo Charlie Victor, right? You must be mobile tonight because you're breaking up really bad. But this is Echo Charlie Victor, right? All right. Forgive me, but what's the beginning of that call? Well, I still don't catch it. Anybody catch that? Because I can't catch it.
Kilo Bravo 5.
All righty. Kilo Bravo Charlie 5. Echo Charlie. I couldn't remember your call.
Well, if I got a bad signal, I can understand why.
Oh, yeah, no, it was just breaking up a lot. But you must be mobile tonight.
Roger. Working midnight oil at work.
Yeah, very good. No, otherwise you're doing right now. You're doing fine, Larry. So you must be in a better spot.
I'm trying to squeeze through a couple of cars. Here on 840 going over 41 right now.
Yeah, very good. All right, Larry, good to have you in there. I'm glad you made the attempt here on mobile because it worked out just fine. That's Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. Larry in somewhere in or near Murfreesboro. Is that where you are right now?
Yeah, it's going over 41 on 840, but yeah, almost to the racetrack.
All right, good old US 41. Ran right through where I used to live in Tampa, right down the middle of Tampa. Well, I think it was actually alternate 41 because 41 actually I think went by. I'd have to look at that again. Anyway, it was Larry Mobile near Murfreesboro. Who else is any place anywhere?
WB0NOO, Mark in Northwest Wilson. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Mark. Everything well?
Doing well. Not much happening.
No, I'm afraid. I hope things pick up though, because I don't think this whole thing of kind of staying away from the world, or there's not a lot of just even trying to go out to dinner's a pain.
Yep, we've been doing that some, and unfortunately went to a funeral today, and they announced it was the first one they had since COVID began.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of messed up events, like church and funerals and graduations and I mean, how do you do those things and have them like they used to be? You can't.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to come a point you're going to have to decide we're either going to go back to normal or we're going to stay like this forever.
Well, I think I'm going to take my chances. I've been vaccinated, and I don't think I've got that much to worry about, quite honestly.
Yeah, I don't either. I've had both of my shots, and of course now they're saying that we need another one in the fall, probably.
Well, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. But I'm not going to worry about it, and I certainly, I just hate to see, we've become now you can't even, if you're in public, and even if you see somebody you kind of know, you can't even smile at them,
Yeah, we were doing elbow bumping today, so I guess that's what it is. It's sure different. Anyway, have a great evening. Continue on. Thanks for doing the net.
Yeah, very good, Mark. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar in Northwest Wilson County by the Weather Bureau. Who else is, that's the National Weather Service. Who else is anywhere?
N2YCX, 3 watts.
3 watts, very good. You're doing well, Ramon.
Let's see. Somebody's sabotaged my pickup truck. They stuck a whole bunch of sugar down my tank, drained it out. Had to change all my plugs, had to change everything in there, and now we're looking at fuel injectors we'll have to replace.
What a pain that would be.
It's no choice. They're fouled up. So that's the last thing I got left. Change the injectors. I've been working on it since yesterday. You would think, but it is what it is. I learned for not buying a $25 gas cap with a lock on it cost me a couple of $100.
Yeah, but you wouldn't expect that to happen either.
No, sir. Absolutely not. Made the person who did it get 50 lashes with a wet noodle.
Well, people who do those things usually pay for them in other ways, that you might not even know about.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it is what it is. And, yeah, we're in liquidation mode. We're liquidating. Got too much stuff here.
Yeah, I got you. I know I've got to keep doing that too. I've got too much stuff. Anyway, that's Ramon. He's in the border between Smyrna and Murfreesboro, November 2, Yankee Charlie X-ray. I'm sorry you're having to go through all that crap with somebody who's just a vandal. We have enough vandals running around. Who else is any place anywhere? Good to have you in there, by the way, Ramon. We have a good signal on 3 watts. Who else is any place anywhere? Anybody late check-ins, please come now. Lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers.
Don't forget the boogeyman.
Wait a minute, there was a double in there. Who was that? Anybody? Please come now.
Steve.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Oh,
little busier you can imagine. Driving that on Thursday. 200 miles. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, it's yeah, those jobs to me are they're more difficult than most jobs people have. To me it's a very difficult job.
Yeah, that's the dream going. How do I sound? It doesn't look like I'm.
Hey, tell me, can you keep do you keep a ham rig in the truck? Ah, very good. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. The signals are kind of bad from your location. I know it's you, and I could hear most of what you said, but it's a little rough. That was Steve. He's in Scottsville, Kentucky, about 65 miles from me. So if you can't hear him, that's why. That's, again, Steve, Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike, often on the road. And I'm glad you were able to make it in tonight, Steve. Anybody else late checking anywhere?
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead, Earl.
N2YCX. This is KE4DEZ. KE4DEZ. That's 2YCX. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was dang on about your fuel system there. You might, if you get I don't know exactly what you already troubleshooted perhaps, but don't forget the fuel filter. And some, if you clean the fuel tank out and get all that there crystallized, clumpy stuff out of the fuel pump or out of the fuel tank, you might need to put a new screen on the bottom of your fuel pump and run you some fuel cleanser or something like whatever you think and work on your filtration system from the fuel tank as might save you a little bit on getting into the front end of the top end of the engine. KE4DEZ, just sharing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got a new fuel pump coming, and I did not order new fuel filters. Thanks for reminding me about that one. And we did all the spark plugs and wires and rotor caps and all that jive. And the guy at the parts store said that most likely my injectors are fouled up too, so I might as well replace them. So I got that coming too. So when everything's gonna have to be replaced. Tank was flushed out really good. You would be surprised. Anybody who never seen what sugar does to your gas, it makes it look like a yellowish, like if you went to the bathroom color. It's really horrible. It's a very bad experience. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. Thank you. Okay then. Well, there's another alternative in terms of might I don't know, try a flush or something like that going through the intake, some carburetor cleaner or something like that. If it's running, like I don't know, there's things out there, and of course, consider the source on YouTube about how people go through and clean their injectors and things like that. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. KE4DEZ, back to that. KE4DEZ and 2YCX. I appreciate that information. We'll definitely give that a shot. It's, like I said, it's been a horrible experience. I spent all day yesterday working on it. Spent the majority of the day today working on it. We got her started, but she's sputtering like
Bronco is like a Bronco horse, so we know the injectors are not doing too happy, and so we're just gonna change everything and go ahead and spend that extra $25 for that gas cap lock and let them figure out how to do some damage to me afterwards. And to YCX, back to that. We apologize we took over.
Oh, that's all right. We'll live. It doesn't happen very often, so I'm not worried about it. Very good. That was Ramon and N2YCX and Earl KE4DEZ with the auto repair net. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, Ramon. Do you have any other late check-ins?
Okay, West.
Hey, Scott, how are you doing?
Oh, fairly well. How about yourself?
I'm doing better than expected.
Well, good to hear. And that's all I got. Okay, what SPD?
Very good. How's your son doing out in Georgia?
Oh, he's doing real well. We keep him pretty busy. Just don't get him. Doesn't get on HF much anymore. A big limb took out his Wyndham, and I don't think he's got it strung back up yet.
You'll have to go down and put it back up for him.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Very good. That's Scott. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta, and he's in Laverne. Good signal down there. Anybody else late checking? All righty, I'm going to wrap it up then, unless anybody's got any right now for, well, lurkers, lollygaggers, sandbaggers, SDR donglers, and end-time survivalists, and what else? Scanner listeners and flat earthers. Who else? All righty, we're going to move right over to the 2-meter upper sideband at 144.240. 144.240. We'll see you there, K4PW.
Break?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many seconds do you have?
31, 2, 3, 4. All righty, we'll be right over there momentarily, K4PW. All right, this K4PW at the, what is this? The 144.240 net on upper sideband. Who else is, who's besides me? Who's there from the, where do we start? West, please come now.
KM4 RF Mike.
Very good, Mike. Sound fine. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee, Romeo Foxtrot, and Belsar. Who else, West?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg Antioch.
Sounds great, Greg. That's Greg and Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West?
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor.
Ah, you sound good there too. You sound real good tonight there. I don't know why. It seems better than normal there, Jay.
Yeah, it does sound good tonight.
Very good. I really think that we ought to, the whole world ought to use upper sideband for emergency services. Even sounds, I don't know, it just sounds good.
It really does.
Very good. That was Jack in the Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is south, or excuse me, from the west?
KG4 CXE, Kristen Dalton.
Oh, yeah, you sound good too. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and that's Chris and Donaldson. Who else is west? Over to the south.
W0GZR, Mark Nashville.
You sound good there, Mark. Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. Anybody else south? Sound good. Is there some background noise there, or is that your rig? Okay, I thought I heard something funny. Very good. That's Scott in Laverne, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Good to have you in there. Who else is south? Over to the east.
And 4JAV.
Hey, very good. How are you copying people from your location with your less than normal antenna tonight?
I'm hearing you great. Got a little in the west. Not hearing much from the south.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think that'll change once you get your new antenna up.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Oh, I know. That's November 4, Juliet, Alpha Victor, Allen in Lebanon. Who else is east?
Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu.
All righty. Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu. That's Earl and Noreen. Who else is south or east? South or east or north?
How about east? KG4, MIC.
Hey, there you go. You're the upper crust. You only working on the upper sideband instead of FM, that lowly FM?
No, just was sitting over here waiting, and I don't know. I didn't get around to flipping around and going to you on this frequency.
Don't worry about it. You know me better than that. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it's not critical that everybody be here. I mean, if everybody was here, we'd be here for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, you know what? Surprisingly enough, man, everybody's sounding real good tonight.
I know. That's what I was just saying, Kevin. That, you could actually make a case that upper sideband is better for like an emergency services more so than FM.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, I'll let you get on with it. KG4, my good.
Yeah, very good. That's Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu in Lebanon. Who else? Anybody else east or anywhere?
WB0NLO.
Yeah, I didn't say north, did I? Did I, Mark?
He said anywhere. I figured that covered me.
Oh, it did. It did. You sound good, though. That's Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, Oscar Mark in Northwest Wilson. Anybody else north or east or anywhere? Anybody else before we move on? Last chance. Going, almost gone. Anybody? All righty. That's, I don't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. Kind of normal for, well, I don't know if it's normal for 2 meter upper sideband or not. But we're going to move over to the 50.135. Michael, if you'd be so kind as to make that announcement on the 2 meter side, and we'll move over momentarily to the 6 meter on 50.135.
Will do. KM4 YRS.
All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the 6 meter net on the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Who else? Who is west? Please come down. Anybody west? Please come down. I know Michael's going to be in a minute. All right, I got you in there, Chris and Donaldson. Kilo Go 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is west? All right, got you in there, Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? Hey, Jack, real low signal tonight. Hey, it was Jack checking in from Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Very low signal. Chris, are you able to hear him okay?
I wasn't actually.
Yeah, something's going on there. Somebody pulled the plug on his antenna.
KM4 YRS, Mike.
All right, very good, Michael. KM4YRF. That's Michael in Belshire. Good to have you in there. Who else is west? Please come down. Anybody west or south?
KM4 Oscar 5 Oscar.
Sound very good, Donnie. Of course, you're only 5 or 6 miles south, so you sound good, though. Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. Donnie in Hermitage. Who else is south? All right, the geezer made it in. Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. It's Mark in Nashville. Good signal. Who else is south? All right, east. Please come down. All right, we got Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform. Which antenna do you use for that, Bill? I don't remember you telling me. Say it again. Oh, yeah. N-Fed. It's not a great signal from where you are, and it seems to me you've done better in the past, so I don't know what's going on. All right, well, very good. Glad you could make it in there. That's Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform in Possum Town, excuse me. See, I got it backwards again. Kilo Possum Town, north of Lebanon. Who else is, where am I? East or north? Hey, very good. Good to have you in there, Kevin. Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu in Lebanon. How were you copying Bill just a minute ago? Did you copy him at KK4WU?
Oh, yeah, I copied him loud and clear. It sounded like he was just a little over-modulated. I guess that's because we're just a little bit close, but
yeah.
How are you hearing me on this version of the
copying you okay, but the signal is lower than I would expect from you.
right, I'm gonna get back in here in a few minutes. I'll bring this. I'll call you back in a few minutes. All right, stand for a second. So,
Yep.
good to go away.
Yeah, sounds good, Kevin. That was Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu in Lebanon. Who else is east, north, or anywhere? Very good. We got WB0 November Oscar Mark in Northwest Wilson. Anybody else? KK4. Who is that? KK4 what?
Kilo 4
Golf Sierra Kilo 4. I can't remember who that is. Who's this?
This is Rob from Bravo.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, Rob. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, very good. That is Kilo for Golf Sierra, right?
Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra.
Ah, very good. Alpha Kilo. Yeah, I thought that sounded a little odd. That's why I wanted to double check. Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra, correct?
That's correct.
All right, very good. Good to have you in. Which antenna you said you were using at dipole?
It's a G5RV.
Okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. It's not doing terrible. G5RV is, I'm told from the original author that the G5RV is designed to be best at like 20 meters, but it does reasonably well on some other bands. Not so well on 160, but it does okay for me even on 10. And you're using a tuner on it, I take it.
Roger, yeah, it's this without spinner, it's about 2-1.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I figured it should do okay.
Yeah, it's a little noisy tonight. There's a lot of like background noise in there. That not you, it's just something else in the airwaves here. Anyway, that was Rob, Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra, and you are in Hendersonville, right?
Correct.
Very good. Good to have you in there, Rob. Rob on his G5RV, Alpha Kilo 4 Golf Sierra. Well, anybody else late checking? Good. Yeah, Kevin, I'm not copying you very well now. Yeah, it's just a little lower than the other way, at least for tonight. All right, very good, Kevin. Glad to have you in there. That's Kevin just checking out the other antenna he was messing with. And he's in Lebanon. Anybody else late checking? Yeah, go ahead. No, about the same. Maybe just I can't tell really. It's about the same. Oh, yeah. See, the conditions are a little wacky, I think.
Okay, yeah, you're a lot stronger on that boost.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because Donna, you come in loud and clear. Of course, you're pretty close, but I mean, Bill's only maybe 15, 18 miles away from me, maybe.
Yeah, he must have a little better pattern to it, but I could barely hear him on the other one. But on the loop, he came up probably 3 times strong.
Yeah, very good. Do we have any more check-ins? Please come now. Is anybody copying anything I'm not? All right, very good. We had 11 check-ins on the 6 meter, that 50.135. Appreciate all the check-ins. And unless I hear differently, I'm closing out the net momentarily. All righty, appreciate everybody checking in on all 3 nets. Good to have you all in there. This is K4PEW. I hope to catch you on the air. K4PEW73.
Hey, Bill, you still over here at